Commentary. Kathāvatthuppakaraṇa-aṭṭhakathā. Bimala. CHURN Law, Ph.D. M.A. B.L. September 23, 1939. Chapter 1. Continued p. 1316. But in the latter question we ought not to say, the person is got at in the same way as any other real and ultimate object is known. In this way, the positing, gaining, and assigning, in indirect method take place. Because the refutation and also the fourfold, gaining, and assigning, from direct and indirect methods are thus stated, it is got at as the fivefold affirmative presentation. Here whatever, gaining, and assigning, there are from the direct method are considered as one. The gaining, and assigning, from the indirect method are also taken to be as one. In this way, the twofold refutation is made out. But here it refers to acknowledge your refutation. Because the first refutation for the first statement is the person, got it, etc., has been set up in two ways. This is only one refutation i.e. the first refutation. Then follows the adverse method. Here the question is of the opponent. As he accepts the statement there is, for instance, the person who is working for his own advantage, he does not agree, and he asks, is the person not got at? And so forth. Since it is not to be got at as the properties like rupa, etc. are got at, the Sakavadan answers, no, it is not got at. Concerning the truth in what he himself meant the other again said, that which is real, and so on. He says thus, because he treats the popular truth and the ultimate truth as one. The person has got a secondary meaning. So when, after the two kinds of truth are treated as one, he is asked, he denies. It is not. By this, whatever has been said regarding its anguttara ableness in a real and ultimate sense is first accepted, and then 11 denied as a popular truth, or as a mixed one. The opponent, however, in conformity with his words, is it not got at falsely argues. That which you accepted first is rejected afterwards, and, as if quarreling over the disputed pot, while retorting to the refutation of his own statement, says, acknowledge the rejoinder. Now as in the fivefold affirmative presentation, the refutation is made clear by Sakavadan through gaining and assigning, in direct and indirect methods, after the positing of the statement, so as to make the rejoinder clear. He says, namely, if the person, and so forth. This is to be understood from the meaning as stated above. Because here the positing is from the side of the opponent, it is merely the positing to show, this is your fault, but not to bring out clearly the refutation, or the rejoinder. On the other hand, only its gaining and assign mg are manifested. Therefore, inasmuch as this rejoinder is made through the four ways of gaining and assigning, from direct and indirect methods, it is known as the fourfold rejoinder, and should be understood as a set of four. Having thus made the rejoinder, he then, in order to show, through fallacious argument, that the Sakavadan's refutation in the fivefold affirmative presentation was badly done, says, but if you imagine, and so forth. Here, but if you imagine, means if you consider. We ought to affirm, is said concerning the opponent's affirmation. Yes. But, we ought not also to affirm, is said concerning the latter's denial. It is not. Then your contention there means. For that reason you in the very proposition, is not got it, etc. contained in that negative question. Thus the affirmation means while thus affirming, yes. Thus to be refuted means, thus to be refuted, while denying, again it is not so. Let us then refute you, means then let us refute you. Who deserve refutation thus. You are well refuted, means you are well refuted because you are refutieti by your own statement. Thus having shown that he, the Sakavadan, should be refuted he, the opponent, then, while refuting him, 12 says, if, the person, and so forth. Here the positing, gaining, and assigning are to be understood as stated below. At the end, however, this of yours is wrong, means this statement of yours is wrong. Because this refutation is made in 4 ways through false argument, it is known as the fourfold refutation. Having thus refuted the opponent, in order to show that if my refutation through your argument is a bad refutation, then your refutation in the 5-fold affirmative presentation below, based on mine, is also a bad refutation, says. If this be a bad refutation, and so forth. Here, if this be a bad refutation, means, if this statement of yours is ill refuted by me, or, if this refutation of mine to yours is a bad refutation. Similarly, thus look at therein, means there also, wherein you have refuted me above. Look at this and that. Now he points out, in the refutation made above by the Sakavadan with the words it can be truly said, etc. And again, while presenting that it was not a refutation, saying, we do not consider ourselves to have been refuted by you, and so forth. This is the sense with regard to therein by this affirmation, etc. Because your refutation to mine is a bad one. Therefore, when I agreed with you by the affirmation, yes, in the 5-fold affirmative presentation, and again denied saying it was not true, we should not be refuted, acknowledge your refutation. Although it should not be refuted thus, you, thus, refuted me. But we are badly refuted by such refutation. Then, in order to show the refutation, with reference to which it was said we are badly refuted, he says, if the person be so and so, this refutation of yours is wrong. In this way, because this refutation has been reached through the fourfold, assigning, and gaining, from direct and indirect methods, it is known as the fourfold application. Now follows the fourfold conclusion. Nay, we are not to be refuted thus, and so on. Here nay, we are not to be refuted thus means, it should not be refuted in such way as you are refuting me. I have shown that this refutation has been badly done. By this means for that reason. Because this refutation is badly done, therefore now you refute me. If the person, this proposition of yours is wrong, means, this refutation of yours is wrong. Therefore 13 in the refutation, etc. means, for that reason whereby it is as wrong, the refutation of yours is badly done. I maintain that my rejoinder was well done, and that my sequel to the argument through the fourfold rejoinder was also well done. It is to be understood that, in this way, because the fourfold rejoinder, the fourfold refutation, the fourfold application and the fourfold conclusion, beginning with is the person, not known etc. follow from the 5-fold affirmative presentation beginning with is the person, known etc. Therefore they are designated as the affirmative and negative presentations, each in a set of 5. Since the Sakavadan adheres to his former statement, the opponent wins through mere assertion and fallacious argument. Now inasmuch as the opponent adheres to his former statement, the Sakavadan wins justly and truly. Likewise, to show the origin of the controversy, the negative and affirmative presentations, each in a set of 5, are introduced with is the person, not got it, etc. In the adverse controversy, the opponent inquires about the reality and ultimate nature of the personal entity, in respect of material form and the like. The opponent affirms that it is true in respect of a merely conventional belief, or in respect of a conventional belief mixed with ultimate belief. The opponent next inquires, should you say, the person, as a conventional usage, is not got at? Because of the ambiguity of the question through that mixture, he denies, no, it is not, and thereby rejects what the Sakavadin affirm. RMS. Using the identical expressions, the opponent says, acknowledge your refutation, and so on. It should be understood that, in this way, on account of the second proposition, is the person not got at, etc., there arises the second refutation. Thus being refuted through that false argument, the Saka 7.din now asks in the affirmative method, in order to show